Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tomb Raider, and we are now going into the village of Vilcabamba. But first, we're gonna get assaulted by more animals.
Animals? That's a new one. Wolves!
This is some resilient wolves. Take quite a number of bullets to go down.
Well, okay, so before we actually progress further in this level, I'm literally going to circle the perimeter, and we're just going to take out all the animals, because there's actually a lot of them in here.
That's normally the approach that I'll take for certain games. Like, if I can take out all the enemies before I do anything else, that's normally what I'll do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, the first level, the caves, was actually relatively straightforward. This one isn't too bad. But it's like, it's very, I guess, open is the word I'm looking for. So, I mean, it's like, it's a very open area.
Oh, God. Oh, God. That fucker just slumped out from the other side of the...
I know, that was like, dude, I even forgot that guy was there. I played this game.
That actually got me for a second there. It's like, here you are, just mind your own business, going around the corner, out of somewhere. It's like, Jesus Christ.
This is why you never holster your guns in this game.
Ryan, what sound effect was that? I don't think that was a zombie dog.
Oh.
I mean, granted, if a wolf came out and just went, like, I don't know, I'd be kind of freaked out too.
Yeah. It's like, or something, I don't know. God.
I guess that's kind of a snarl though, so.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for. So if it sounded like I was trying to build up a bunch of snot, I apologize.
No, you're good. Alright, so now we've circled around back to the beginning, so now we can actually progress to the middle room.
God, Undertale would be a much different game if Lara Croft fell in that hole.
Oh, God. God. Never mind. Oh, God! Oh, God!
It's like, of course, they put a bear in a narrow room. Of course.
First it was like an angry-ass wolf just coming up around the corner, just jumping at you. And now a fucking bear does the exact same thing.
Again,
I'm sorry to sense a trend with this game.
What is their substance down here? Like, are there smaller animals and shit that we're just not seeing that they're able to feed off of? Or
I'm assuming the bears are eating off the bats and the wolves.
I mean, granted, bears are omnivores. They can eat plants too. Like the bears, are. I guess I can understand a little bit more if maybe there's a fruit bush down here or something. I don't know. And there's also this little pond down here, so maybe there's fish. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, there's
or maybe alligators or crocodiles.
Not in this level.
Okay.
I don't think bears eat.
We're not to the gators yet.
Also, I don't think bears eat alligators and crocodiles.
Look up YouTube, bear versus crocodile.
Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
You should get a video of for alligator versus ursaring.
Ow.
Oh god, that actually reminds me of the most recent episode of Pokemon Sun and Moon that I saw that involved Oranguru. What may I add is Oranguru in the anime is the bartender that we all need but don't deserve.
What do you mean?
Because Oranguru, as we know, is a very smart Pokemon. It's so smart, in fact, that in the anime it depicts it building its own shack that also doubles as a juice bar. Like, it'll actually take berries and juice them into hollowed coconuts with little straws and give them to visitors. And effectively what it does is, because it's a Pokemon, it can only say its own name, so it can't talk. So what it'll do for people is that people will go to this Oranguru for a drink, but also go to an event. They'll pretty much be, venting about their own problems, and Oranguru will just be sitting there, nodding, like just listening to their problems. And it's one of those things where it's some people, when they have issues, they don't really want to converse, they just want to vent. They don't really want to talk about it, they just want to, complain about it. And that's kind of what Oranguru is there for. It was also a pretty in-depth episode that actually got into the relationship between Mallow and her father, who, may I add, is a single father. which we never actually see in Pokemon. Like, we've seen single mothers, but never single fathers. Which I found kind of curious, honestly.
Ooh. Okay, that was kind of close.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was like watching, like, okay. Oh, but anyway, like the whole reason why I brought up that episode, I completely forgot. There was like Team Rocket came in, like attempting to steal Mallow's Steenie, because like the whole point of the episode was like Mallow got mad at her father for something, and she ran off, and Steenie followed her, and Team Rocket found the Steenie, wanted to capture it, and Oranguru helped Mallow get Steenie back, but When Oranguru had the advantage in the fight, but then, the Beware showed up, and it looked like that the Beware was gonna fight the Oranguru, and I was sitting here like, oh, this is gonna be fucking badass, Beware versus Oranguru. But no, instead what happens is, Beware just hands Oranguru some honey, and the Oranguru just hands Beware a cup of juice, like they were just doing a trade. Like apparently Beware is like a regular for Oranguru's bar, and that kinda just caught everyone off guard.
Okay.
It was a pretty funny joke, but I felt kind of blue-balled. Like, I really wanted to see a fight between Beware and Oranguru.
Oh, man.
That's okay. Yeah, so here's the thing with this level, where it's like, as you can see, each area that we're going into, like, you're going in, you're picking up something, and then it ultimately dumps you back here. So it's like, everything like dumps you back into this central area until I get everything that I need in order to progress forward. So I was like, the reason why I went back, before was because that room, that we were just in, that actually contained a secret, which was just like another Medipack.
Yeah.
So now going back in here.
Oh wow, I just noticed what they did for the model change there, because it looks like when Laura's underwater, they swap out her model with a different model that's slightly more blue in tone to give the illusion that she's underwater. But then when she crawls out, they immediately swap back to this one, and it's quite apparent because she's still technically in the water, and we see the immediate color shift before she even gets out.
Yeah.
Also, can I ask, aren't they in the Arctic? Shouldn't that water be fucking freezing?
Well, no, we're in Peru. We're not in the Arctic.
What was all that snow that they were at before then?
The mountains of Peru?
Shouldn't it still be cold?
I suppose.
Like, I guess when I said...
Not for Laura.
Like, when I said Arctic, like, I know we're in Peru, but I guess I should have said Arctic weather, I should have said. Because I know...
Yeah. You're actually jumping ahead 2 games. Like in Tomb Raider 3, they actually do implement like a whole like a climate function for one of the sets of levels, but hopefully within the next few years we will eventually get to that. I mean, I would actually like to showcase at least the first 3 classic Tomb Raiders, because I adore this series. I mean, it's a simple little action game, but god damn it, I love this simple little action game.
That said, my point still stands. That water should still be fucking freezing, and she should be having the ultimate case of shrinkage ever. Like,
so tiny titties.
I guess I don't know.
Like she'd shrivel up to an A cup.
Like. I don't, I'm not a woman, so don't quote me on this, but I don't think that's how breasts work, but okay.
Yeah, technically, no, that's not how they work, but it's still pretty funny fucking thought.
Yeah, last time I checked, I only thought it was only the nipples that got hard. God.
I guess in more reality, I'm sure her nips would probably just poke really intense holes through her shirt if it was that cold.
Yeah, well, I guess to be fair, I guess in a matter of speaking, if you think about it from another perspective, her model is mostly polygon, so it's like even
you're right about that. You're right about that. Her breasts are already pointy, so that's kind of an invalid thought. Come to think of it.
It
behold the beauty of PlayStation.
It actually kind of reminds me of have you guys ever seen what was it? The Undertale: The Realistic Run?
No.
Okay, it's like a series of like animated shorts that like these guys made that I think in like a Source Filmmaker or something.
What are you by chance referring to Smash Bit Animations?
Maybe I don't remember who did it, but but it was they did the like really funny joke like what you call it, like after Frisk gets out of the ruins and it's like right before he goes and meets Sans. Right outside. They made like this whole joke about how, okay, now you're in like, the forest and it's snowing outside and it's so damn cold and everything. And he's cracking on and on about how his nips are so hard and everything from the cold weather that literally they modeled like icicles sticking out of his chest. And he's like, don't come near me. I'll stab you with my sword nips.
Oh, God.
That sounds familiar. I can't remember if I've seen that. Yeah. That said, I've always kind of just, I don't know, this is just me. Like, this is obviously not the case, but I've always just kind of, like, found it funny just imagining how, and like, yeah, in these older, low poly games, if there's ever whenever a character, goes into combat, I always like to imagine how, their model is so pointy that if they ever punch or kick something, it's not actually the force, it's not actually the force of the strike that hurts the enemy. It's how pointy their limbs are and they're actually just getting stabbed.
Yeah, really.
There is actually one flash animation from Oni and G, who did like a parody of Final Fantasy VII, and God, literally the first thing you see is like a Cloud and Tifa. Keep in mind, these are like in their hub-rolled models or whatever, so they're all blocky and shit. For whatever reason, Cloud is just playing with Tifa's tits or whatever, and when fucking Cloud tries to poke at her nips, it's like he takes damage up. He takes damage from doing that. And meanwhile, Tifa's like, "Oh, watch out for those pointy bits!"
God damn it.
I don't want to do that anymore because of the no poly.
Also, can I say how impressive it is that Lara is able to, handle a full medical pack while mid-air shooting guns with both her hands?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I can't believe I didn't even bring this up. So, should be obvious. Small medipack only heals maybe about roughly half of your health, and a large medipack completely refills your health gauge.
Okay.
Just figured I should bring that up, considering that was the first time I've even had to use a frickin' medipack. And I love this song. It's the Tomb Raider theme, like at least the classic Tomb Raider theme, but it's so pretty. I love it. It's the kind of song like you would never expect out of a game like this, but still, I love it.
I was kind of hoping, like, Laura, just for the fun of it, she would just, like, high dive from that ledge and into the pool.
Yeah, you could do that if you wanted.
But it would serve no purpose, though.
No, yeah, because then I gotta climb all the way back up.
But look how much fun you would have.
I kind of wish Brandon was here to actually appreciate the music.
Yeah.
And bye-bye music.
Oh. Well, yeah, knowing Brandon, he'll be like, I'm sorry, I gotta get lost in the music again!
Yeah,
and then, nope, music's interrupted.
Yeah, bye music. We don't need Russell anymore now.
Fuck! No! Oh, jeez.
Okay, so here's actually a good example, like, you've gotta be careful about where you land, because, yeah, you can easily die just by, jumping off the wrong ledge.
Uh-huh. Well,
I see.
Yeah, I will do that to try and catch myself, because it's really like, it's not always a guarantee, but at least, it lowers the chance of you actually taking fall damage.
Oh.
If you try and catch yourself.
The hell?
Oh, whoa,
What the?
Yeah, then you get glitches.
For a brief moment, I gained the ability to fly.
Yeah, that's actually something like, it's kind of like when I was playing, Grim Fandango, and we ran into that glitch where Manny lost his head. never had that happen before, but it's like, oh god damn it, I'm keeping that in.
I was literally about to bring up how whenever I see platforms like that where like there's like a high platform that you can't really jump, you really can't jump up to, but there's like a wall next to it. I always keep thinking that I'm in like Mario 64 where I can like wall jump off the wall to get to that higher platform. But obviously you really don't, apparently, according to what we just saw, you really don't need to do that since apparently Lara can just teleport up the ledges, so why not?
Yeah. Well, here's here's a funny thing. Now, not so much, not in this game, but in Tomb Raider 2, like, you could actually glitch your way, like, in the training level to Lara's house, and when you glitch like that, I mean, it's like, yeah, it has something to do where it's like, the model or something doesn't recognize or something that, like, it doesn't pick up the corner or something, so that's why, like, when you jump at a specific angle on a corner or something, that's where it registers like, oh, you're really up here, and that's where you get that weird glitching and everything. I think that's how it works and everything, but yeah, in Tomb Raider 2, you can exploit that glitch, and you can actually end up on the roof of Lara's house.
Oh my goodness.
Is Yoshi up there?
I'm sorry?
Is Yoshi up there?
No, Yoshi is not up there.
Aww. I wanted infinite lives and a glowy triple jump.
Wahoo!
Yeah. I think
you have to beat the game first in order to do that. You have to beat all the Tomb Raider.
I think BJ just wants dinosaurs. Okay, I can't believe I didn't mention this either. So, occasionally thrown around this level, you'll see save crystals. Basically, you have to go to them, you have to approach them, and you have to hit the action button in order to actually save your game. You know, later Tomb Raiders, they play around with the save features and stuff. It's like, this one, I get where they're going with it. It's supposed to act as, like, you know, save point / checkpoint. But it's like, in later Tomb Raiders, actually specifically Tomb Raider 2 actually features my favorite saving system because you can just save whenever the fuck you want. So, yeah, kind of a minor inconvenience because, you know, God forbid if you die, you're starting all the way back from where you last saved, and depending on the level, Lord knows when that is.
Okay, I gotta ask. I know the reboot has, like, a lot of very gruesome deaths for Lara. Is that the same case here?
Not nearly as much. There are some, I mean, you know, most of the deaths is like, you know, drowning, getting mauled by animals, falling from heights, falling on spikes, getting run over by boulders. I mean, there is a variety of deaths. Actually, what I'm gonna do, obviously I'm gonna be editing out, deaths and stuff in this game, but what I am doing as like a bonus, when this Let's Play is over, I will be uploading a separate video that will actually feature every time I've died while recording for this Let's Play.
Oh dear.
Yeah, just figured that'd be a fun little thing, you know, just for shits and giggles.
Bear!
Oh god, a bear!
Bear!
Oh, bear! A bear!
Yeah. And this is like another thing, like, okay, I get the idea behind it, but at times like this, it's so inconvenient. So, as long as you're holding the action button, Lara will still target whatever it is that she's shooting, and it's following her movements. But I mean, look at this. It's like, it's following the bear, and the bear is nowhere. And, you know, when you're in a
Dom over there.
And yeah, it's like when you're in tight quarters or something like this, where you're just like, bear, what are you doing? And it's like, yeah, the bear will just stop.
He just wants to play some hide and seek.
That's right. It's like, okay, bear, where are you? I want to kill you. And then it's like, okay, fine. It's like, I get the idea behind it. You know, I mean, it's like, yeah, if you target something, you don't want to lose your target. I get that. But man, there are just some times, and I think it's just with how the levels in the game is designed and everything, that when she's constantly eyeing and following what it is she's shooting, it's like, yeah, you can end up in a situation where it's like, I have no idea where this is, and I'm waiting for something to come out, but nothing is coming out. Or like in this case, okay, so I shot the bear, but it's like, the bear was hidden. How the fuck would I have known? That's why I was like, after a while, it's like, okay, she's not moving around, so it's either the bear is really good at hiding or the bear is dead. It's one or the other, so I gotta take the risk and, go out of cover.
It's one of those cases where it's like the bear is just waiting. It's just waiting for you to make the next move.
The bear's playing dead.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
A seclusion like that kind of reminds me of like Mario 64, where for some reason the red shells in that game, like how in most Mario games when you throw a red shell, it follows along the track, to hit the person that's right, directly in front of you.
Yes.
But for some reason in Mario 64, they designed the red shells to not follow the track, but instead just head straight into the direction of whatever, whoever was closest to it, which meant that if, you were on a road where there was a lot of turns, or if the person was, way too far away from you, more often than not, the red shell would just collide right into a wall, because it was directly following whoever happened to be in that path, regardless of whatever obstacle was there.
Huh.
So red shells were more often than not useless in 64.
I see.
Unless you were, directly behind the person.
Okay. Alrighty, but with that being said, that was the city of Vilcabamba, so join us next time for the third Peru level, the Lost Valley.